You're watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Now here's your hosts, Tom, Nick, and Dave. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. Uh-huh. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is JP, GG, and DC. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 168 of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. It is the go-home show before WrestleMania, the biggest Wrestle Nerd Mania in history. XL, we do it big, extra large, because we're extra large men here. Some of us are 2X, but that's neither here nor there.
Dave,
yes.
My name. I am the king. You should address me by my title.
It's King JP Hooper, everyone. His Royal Excellence.
Correct. He's correct.
Cashed in on Tom, the nicest guy in the world. What you doing there?
Oh, just feeling the chair, Dave. Feeling the chair. It's so good in your fingers. I bet you if Tom had this and put it in his mouth, it'd never come out.
There's a joke there that I'm not going to make because, like Drew McIntyre said on Monday, PG, brother. But you think that because you're the king, you got all this royal goodness up your sleeves and whatnot. Well, pal, I'm wearing short sleeves and I've got my cards on the table. And guess what? Boom. I, too, am now the proud owner of a Shawn Spears common micro brawler. Because Garrett was nice enough to post the link and do all the work for us. So I will send a come home to my sailor at sea to come home. And I will continue to open brawlers on air until he says hello. I've waited a long time for this. Waited a long time.
Dave.
Oh, it's thicker than I imagined. Okay.
That's what she said.
But by comparison, I feel like it's a thicker material than the Tommy Dreamer kendo stick without like grabbing it. But this is really amazing. Like the tattoo details on here, the chair, the logo on the mask. And you know what? In a pinch, Casey Jones for your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. So
yeah, I mean that's what I mentioned that when we were talking about these before, how this and the regular one, the tattoos are fantastic.
Yeah.
You can see the details on there, but like until you get it in your hand, like you really
like even like the pinholes in the mask, like it's not just black dots they threw in there, their depth. The one knock though is the logo on the side, because I guess they can't do it there on the ridge, but so like his logo is split in the middle.
Split weird.
But
yeah.
But other than that, it's cool because I was like, oh, what's that weird thing on the front of his pants? Oh, it's the logo. But this thing's fantastic.
I mean his tattoo's the same way. Like it's
it's the best you can do.
How these things are made. Yeah,
exactly.
I still think it's fantastic. I think it's a great brawler. I think it's almost too good for Shawn Spears, considering all he's done so far in the last 5 years is give Cody a concussion and
force Ridge Holland into retirement. But also,
there you go.
So it's weird as though it's on Cassie Lee, his wife's cartel shop, whatnot. Wonderful packaging, and she threw in free stickers, or he threw in free stickers. Whoever did the packaging for them, that's cool. So this is terrifying. This is nightmare fuel right here. But this is cool. His logo is awesome.
Yeah.
Like it really is. Like this should be like a minor league hockey team's logo in Canada somewhere.
I mean, he's from Niagara Falls.
Yeah. Niagara Falls, Canada. He's on the good side. Not that boring New York side.
Oh, dude, no, the American side trash. It's all empty. And
Garrett, have you ever been to Niagara Falls?
Side is the casino.
No.
Yeah, I ain't missing much. Google a picture and you're there.
Another cool sticker.
That's a cool sticker.
Oh, we're just going into stuff now, huh? Here's a cool sticker.
Sure.
It's an otter. It's a sea otter.
You can go find some In-N-Out stickers.
The hell else I got here? Oh, my friend John. Do we have anything do we have anything good in here? Just trying to see what random shit I may have. How about this? It is opening day 2024. Happy opening day to those of you who celebrate, except Astro fans and Red Sox fans. You can all eat dirt and swallow it whole. How about this? Rod Carew and Pete Rose. Just casually sitting in my desk. Card from fucking, I don't know, 1974, just casually sitting in my desk.
I thought these were all things that Sean Spears sent you in that package.
What's that?
I thought Sean Spears just sent you all these things. He's like, yeah, John Cena card, throw a Carew card.
Let's see what else did Sean Spears send me? Some tickets to Dave and Buster's.
How nice of them.
I found out actually, Dave. I gotta let you know. By Royal Decree, Dave and Buster's is no longer called Dave and Buster's. It's called Jeff Hardy and Buster's. We have changed that. That is Royal Decree. Just
you can't do. They wouldn't. No, they wouldn't do that because they serve
Royal
alcohol
Decree.
there. That's just terrible
I'm the
branding.
king.
Are we
He
taking the
supported
alcohol
them the
away from
most.
Dave and Buster's?
No, he's the one who kept them open. Who do you think kept
Ridiculous.
them open during the lockdown?
Me.
Jeff
I went
Hardy.
and had chicken wings there.
You and Jeff Hardy.
I
You
bet
guys
Jeff
bonded
Hardy's
for more
never
than you
even
know.
been to a Dave and Buster's.
Well, it's not called Dave and Buster's anymore. It's called Jeff Hardy and Buster's. So you got to use the right name.
So much. I hate you so much.
Makes
I can't wait
sense.
to take this crown back.
You get drunk and then you go play like Cruisin' World or something, or Cruisin' USA.
Oh.
Dude, I love those games.
You're just doing laps the wrong way. Oh man, he'd still get arrested.
Yeah,
Man, I love Dave and Buster. I haven't been there in a while. Clearly,
It's Jeff Hardy and Buster's. The Royal Decree, Dave. Royal
it's
Decree.
not. No, it'll never be.
Just like the Dave Cave is the Jeff Hardy Hideaway. That's again another Royal Decree, Dave.
It's the Dave Cave. Then,
that's
now,
the old name.
and forever, and it's going to stay that way forever. Something that has not stayed the same forever, though, is the Pro Wrestling Crate. And that is because this month, if you saw the video on this channel, go ahead and watch it if you haven't done so, and then go watch friend of the broadcast, Jared Myers. Or, John.
Go see Jared Myers.
Go watch Jared Myers' brewing videos. They're pretty impressive. But go watch Jonathan Mayer's unboxing video after you watch mine. We got a Pro Wrestling Crate. If you haven't already watched it, if you haven't watched the video and you don't want to be spoiled, too bad, because we're going to spoil it in 3, 2, 1. It's a really good crate. I really enjoyed it.
I heard people talking shit on it, and I don't understand why.
So I asked this question, and I may have started a civil war amongst Pro Wrestling Tees employees, because I asked a question if they just take like a general consensus of like who's everyone's favorites, or do you go like Castro, pick a favorite wrestler, Frank, pick a favorite wrestler, Ryan, pick a favorite wrestler, and so on. That's how they curate the list. But yeah, and then just everyone from Pro Wrestling's Tees starts fighting in the comments, and I felt awful. But yeah, no, I think it was an overall great crate. For those who haven't seen it, the Brawlers are RJ City and David Arquette. They look fabulous. They look fantastic. David Arquette's a very odd choice, but it looks so good, and I love Scream.
Yeah.
Dude, the variant's awesome too. The variant, he's bloody.
The variant's bloody. Right?
Very cool.
But like all the gears, right?
Scream mask.
All the gears the same, right? It's just blood. And then RJ City, I believe, is white trunks instead of black. So I guarantee you a lot of people open up this crate and were like, RJ City, the interviewer? Wait, he's a wrestler? I'm sure somebody will, what the hell?
There are people who don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Some people haven't even seen him wrestle before. Like it's funny, you see guys who like AEW has a bunch of guys behind the scenes, like friend of the show, the Man Scout.
Yep.
Who works behind the scenes. Like you go to stuff and he'll just be there taking tickets. He'll be there doing all sorts of stuff, which kind of cracked me up when I saw him there. I'm like, Man Scout, why aren't you doing like a meet and greet here? He's like, well, I'm working.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do? No, it's funny though, like because everybody they have for the most part doing stuff everyone wears one hat, wears multiple hats. It's like you're a wrestler and you are responsible for making sure that other talent gets to the press conference right, or that MJF has his pickles, or whatever.
But back to the crate. I think obviously it was a complete mystery lineup. We knew Sting was going to have a. I don't know if did they announce that Sting was going to have a T-shirt or that it was just a Sting item.
That was the only thing that they said. I
Sting
think
item.
Okay.
T-shirt.
So they did say that it was going to be a T-shirt. Okay. Which again, I'm not like usually a fan of the black shirts they put in these crates, but even that shirt, I was kind of torn on, but I kept looking at it. I'm like, it's a cool shirt. Like it's few words, big letters. I like it. And it's just like me, an icon that will be forever. And that's why I got this bad boy right here. Hall of Fame class of 2019. I think the shirt's great. I love that Naito shirt. That might be one of my favorite shirts we've ever gotten in a crate.
Yeah,
like that
same.
that
Dave,
thing is sick.
By the way, new Royal Decree. You're not just a single-time Hall of Famer for that organization. You are now a multi-time Hall of Famer.
Okay,
I gotta give back to you a little bit.
I'll take that.
The team you're on goes in. It's like Ric Flair's in there, but he's also there with the Horsemen.
Trust it. The tennis teams were on were not even close to I don't think we ever had a 500 record.
The announce team is getting in there.
We were scholar athletes though. We were terrible tennis players, but we were good kids. So yeah,
Royal Decree 3-time. We'll put you in for that.
3-time, baby. It's how I do it right there. But no, I love that Destino shirt. That's fantastic. The autograph, I mean, it's again, you look at everybody here in this crate, and it still follows my rule of thumb that typically at a meet and greet with everyone that is alive in said crate would be the cheapest autograph. And so between David Arquette, RJ City, and Tatanka, those are probably the 3 cheapest. Or most affordable, I should say. It's how we sell things in the window and door world. It's not the cheapest option; it's the most cost-effective option. There you go. Free marketing tips on the show.
David Arquette sells those screen masks signed usually when he has or at least I've seen a bunch of them popping around and stuff that people said they got at the show.
That's still pretty cool.
He had them in his merch table. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of going, I don't know, kind of want one of those. It's kind of cool.
That'd be one of those ones where I would only buy it if I'm buying it directly from him. Like I wouldn't want to buy that online. That's one of those I need the experience of purchasing it from him directly. Because then dude, you bought a screen mask online? No. I bought it from David Arquette. Oh, that's even worse.
Here's the video of me getting chopped after he did.
Exactly.
Right? That's what he's going to chop you.
God, no.
Wrestlers. Dave loves getting chopped.
No, I don't.
At meet and greets. We'll take them all. Royal Decree, Dave. Royal Decree.
Right up there, Darby Allin. Did it once, never have to do it again. I'm good. Darby chopped me enough for everybody. So what were your guys' thoughts on the crate overall? I think it was vastly improved.
I really like the shirts. I'm not a poster guy, but I think the Moxley poster looks cool.
It's a badass shot.
Yeah.
But I agree, I'm not a poster guy.
And Castro said that the autograph on the bottom is the artist's autograph.
Oh. No. Interesting.
I thought it was Moxley's.
I know I thought it was Mox too. I think I even said that in my video. I was like, oh, it's got the fake signature on there.
Yeah, I guess that's the artist's autograph.
Okay. I mean, it's a badass portrait. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they put that on a shirt to sell one day. But yeah, again, like you said, I'm not a poster guy. I don't have room for all these posters, but I like that it's different compared to just like the matchup posters we've always gotten or something like that. So
the only posters that I want is hopefully this year's AEW Full Gear crate. I'm really hoping that the poster will be the Hangman Swerve death match from last year because I was there.
Yeah.
So
the forum,
the bleeding into the mouth match.
Oh,
got that one.
That's what the poster actually will be of. It's not like the mat. It's just like Hangman underneath Swerve drinking. Oh, I wouldn't put it past
Such a
them.
unique spot.
Oh
So
God,
unique.
there's
I
not
love
many
it.
moments in wrestling that can like maybe that was one of them.
That whole match was hard to watch. Like, but in all the best
I'm
ways.
the wrong guy.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
mean,
say that.
I love deathmatch stuff. I live with the deathmatch for heck. I got deathmatch merch just sitting around my apartment.
Not pictured in JP shot is just broken glass all over the place.
I clean that up. No, that's actually a Marcus Crane mask, sweet tooth mask. Rest in peace, Marcus. Uh and it's funny having, like I got a kendo stick that was Tommy Dreamer's sitting over there. It's literally what I use to turn the light on because I can't reach the switch. Um, but deathmatch stuff, it doesn't. Some of it, like I get, people don't like some of it. Like some people were having a problem with that Sting's last match, and Darby doing the glass spot where he's just bleeding all over. And I do think that if the story's right, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But I get that some people don't like the gore.
Yeah. I mean, I have all respect in the world for specific deathmatch wrestlers because I don't have the balls to do that kind of shit. But
Your
like to
sister does.
me, I know. Listen, when you and Margaret hung out that day, Warhorse changed her forever. I don't know how our marriage is still going. But the to me, deathmatch wrestling when I watch it, not all of it because there are people who can tell a story properly through it. Um,
Right.
you just and it's mainly because you see just highlights of spot. We're doing this just to do it. Whereas the Darby Sting stuff, it was part of the larger story in that. Darby was just had this hatred for the Bucks and would do anything, and it bit him. And Sting going through glass and breaking it twice with the bat. Um, yeah, I like. I don't think it's there's no bad spot as long as it helps tell the story. You know.
I think that Darby going through the glass stuff is a long-term story where Darby has a history of missing with the coffin drop and having it just take him out of a match. Oftentimes he'll lose. You think
Yep.
back to that match he had with Cody where he hit it on the ring apron. He's had spots where he hit it in that, was a Cracker Barrel uh hardcore match, and he ended up going
Oh
through a
God, when he took
barrel.
like the barrel behind him, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um you see that. I mean, it's I like it when wrestlers have a trait like that. Like you look at Naito. Anytime he goes for that, oh God, the Phoenix Splash.
yep.
It's what he did when he was it Stardust, whatever, that the fans rejected. Um, and you kind of they do this whole thing where he's reaching back to his old character because he still wants to be loved by the fans. He cares. He's not tranquilo. I love that, and I love that Darby Allin does that a lot of times. Um, even even with Will Ospreay, he'll do that from time to time. He'll use a move that is somebody in his faction's old move. You saw it a lot with Kenny Omega, where he would use the Styles Clash for the Bloody Sunday in big match, strangely almost always against Okada. But it'd be like, oh, kind of coming back to that. Uh, I think Jay White's done the same thing, where he used the Bloody Sunday, um, which is Finn Balor's old finishing move, and he now calls it 1817. Or I'm getting the year wrong.
Well, I
But
think there was. I'm trying to remember when the moment was. But it was like wrestling's really cool or I think it was when they unveiled Adam Cole as the devil, and somebody said wrestling is at its best when you reward people for paying attention. And it's like the
yeah,
people who saw the devil mask in Adam Cole's locker after All In, and stuff like that. And like you said, when a wrestler hits an old school move from an old, faction somewhere else, it's,
or maybe
callbacks
something
like that.
from SmackDown. from last week when there was an interview being done where there was a certain voice for the advocate for Roman Reigns speaking with a former Shield member in the back. Maybe some people noticed that. Maybe they didn't.
That was Drew McIntyre who was talking to in the back.
That wasn't Drew McIntyre.
That was Drew
He was
McIntyre.
talking, Drew McIntyre doesn't have Seth Rollins.
He was in his
gear.
kilt.
No, dude, that it was an interview with somebody else, and Seth Rollins was in the back talking to Paul Heyman.
No, I'm
And then there's
almost
the, you
certain
know,
it wasn't. Because
then
now I
there's-
gotta look.
Then there's the trailer. Yeah, then there's the trailer that happened to be in the background when The Rock was doing his thing with Cody. That just happened to feature John Cena and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
That wasn't there before. That's new. Pay attention, Dave.
Oh,
This is why
I'm
you
paying
aren't king.
attention.
Signs
Listen,
are everywhere.
Gotta pay.
I'm paying attention, pal. Who the hell posted it? Because it was in one of these damn Facebook groups. I'm in too many goddamn wrestling Facebook groups.
Right?
But
And they're almost always wrong.
that's why you need to follow the Wrestling NRD Broadcast, folks, on Facebook. We only post real news. We don't post fake stuff. Okay? We don't care about political parties. The only thing we care about is Juan Soto and Aaron Judge, 24. Make the stadium loud again, everyone. Okay? This isn't a political statement. This is just a fact of life. The Yankees are going to win the World Series, everyone.
Me and Dave agree on something.
It's not the Angels,
happened.
Garrett. It's not happening this year.
Oh, I'm not
Unless
that
Tony Danza comes out of retirement. I think also Tony Danza should just always throw out the first pitch at Angels home openers. I don't, were they at home today?
No, they were in Baltimore.
Oh,
I mean, though Tony Danza was more closely associated with the Yankees for longer, playing a cab driver in the taxi where he wore a Yankees jacket. I believe he was a former player in that as well. I could be wrong. He could have just been a boxer.
Wait a second. Danny Glover died, right?
No.
Danny Glover's not dead? Why did I think he was dead? Did Danny Glover? Am I breaking news?
Angels in the Outfield, like low key, has like future like Oscar winners and stuff. Like Matthew McConaughey is in the movie.
Matthew McConaughey's in Angels in the Outfield?
It's one of the outfielders that run into each other.
Yep.
Also,
really? Holy shit! And Danny Glover is still alive. I'm sorry that I tried to kill him off.
Dave, you're not allowed to execute people. That's royalty free.
I'm so sorry.
I think Adrian Brody, the guy from The Pianist, he's in it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's a star-studded cast. And here I am thinking Tony Danza and Joseph Gordon-Levitt are like, woo. And, okay.
Zach Brown's also in that.
Zach Brown?
He's the
Zach Brown band guy?
Doc Brown. No, Dak Brown, like, Marty, we have to go back to the future.
I'm like, wait, Zach Brown? The Zach Brown band? What?
Yeah, Zach Brown's in it too. He's the guy who eats a hot dog.
Yeah, he's the hot dog guy.
Who's the broadcast at Ranch,
Everyone
whatever,
knows
whatnot?
Also,
you can't fire me, I'm Ranch Wilder.
Also, the kid prays to God that, because I mean I know it's to get his dad back or whatever, because his dad makes that remark that the Angels just win the pennant, so they just win the AL championship. That doesn't mean that they win the World Series.
Listen, the World Series, you can't have God. It's got to be a fair fight. The World Series is a fair fight. You can get to the World Series by praying, but you can't win it. You got to earn that. And that's why the Astros lost, not because they prayed to God, but because they couldn't cheat anymore. So, dear Houston.
Dave, we're not talking about cheating. We're not talking about cheating, Dave. We don't do that.
We don't. We're not Astros fans.
I'm just saying it's poor timing. We don't want to talk about that right now, Dave.
Just saying.
I'm saying there are people out there writing letters that we don't want to hear about. We don't want to talk about anything with cheating. Not cool. People in Houston are people too, I guess.
They're bad people.
Royal decree. People in Houston are now people. You're welcome, Houston.
Wow. How do you like that? We just cleaned up half of the population. You're welcome, Houston. You're welcome,
Dave,
pal.
This is what a king does. I'm out here for the people. Garrett, do you want anything decreed while I'm here decreeing stuff?
Ooh, man, put me on the spot.
Shohei
About
Ohtani didn't gamble. Not as an Angel, at least. He only did it as a Dodger.
That's right. Yeah, he waited for that money to come in. Then that's
That's why everything's deferred.
can you pardon him?
He'll get the pardon that Pete Rose got, so he's just gonna get beat up by Kane for years. But that's the best I can offer. That's a decree. WWE's got to follow through with it, though.
I could see it like 20 years from now, Shohei Ohtani versus like Black Taurus at All In. There you go, everyone. There's your dream matchup: Shohei Ohtani versus Black Taurus. Book it, you cowards. I mean, yeah, we'll find out. So yeah, the crate was good.
What do you guys think about the RJ City brawler?
It's good. I mean, it's kind of basic.
It looks like RJ City.
The face is phenomenal. They did a great job on this.
Yeah.
I think I said I think I may have said this in the Patreon chat, but these are two brawlers that are good, but I would not have bought if they were pre-order.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Do you like the hello?
I thought that was Jared for a second. I was like, "What's Jared doing in JP's apartment?"
It's one of the voices of New Jersey City.
It's what? You broke up.
Hey, yeah, somebody RJ City?
Oh, this is
I can't hear you.
Yeah. This is the voice of New Jersey City.
Yeah, RJ City.
Yeah, and he knows who RJ City is.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, he's got the toy. You should.
Yeah, he should get a toy.
Well, no, first off, I mean, don't buy the toy if you don't know who the guy is. I would never buy a toy of somebody I don't. Actually, I am. I'm not even. I bought a lot of flea market toys, and I'm like,
So that also happens. Sometimes you're just sitting there doing a broadcast, and
I swear I thought it was Jared for a split second. I was about to be on the next train down to Brooklyn. Oh man, that would have been. Great.
If I could get Jared here, I would, but he has to work.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Gritty of the Flyers has made a guest appearance. Everyone, how do you like them apples? Go follow Gritty on TikTok. Solid follow.
You see, you'd know about this kind of stuff if you joined the NRD Broadcast Patreon group and joined the chat that we have. You'd learn about all this crazy stuff that happened, and you'd be able to participate in the vote as to whether or not Dave is a weenie or not.
Whoa!
I think it's a landslide vote.
Well, the Magnificent One put it up, and I mean,
listen, pal, I'll say this. So I had my annual physical this week. Everything came back good, except my potassium. It was a little high, so I had to go back and test it again. Came back normal the second time. I bladed twice. Do you see the bruising on my arm? Look at that. Look at the discoloration. This might get blocked by YouTube.
We're blood brothers, man. I went on Tuesday.
Fucking wild. I went Monday.
I would show you the bottom of my feet because I found deathmatch stuff with my feet, but no kink shaming, but that's not what we're doing here.
Well, so what's hilarious is, as a child, I always said I wanted to grow up to be at least 6 foot tall because I wanted to play in the NBA. And I was like, there's no way I can play in the NBA if I'm not 6 foot. I also didn't factor in that I had to be good at basketball. But I did grow up to be 6 foot. And
I agree with that.
I'm on the scale and they start to measure me and they're like, 5. And my eyes widen. My fiance is there with me as support, and she's like, "Oh my god, I thought you were going to attack the nurse." It was 5, no, 6 feet. I'm like,
official decree. Dave is 6 foot. I've seen him in real life. It is decreed. He is 6 foot.
I was ready to just go perk angle on someone. You changed now. It's 6, baby. I could play in the NBA, damn it. I could play in the NBA.
I thought you were going to say your lady's like, wait, you're under 6 foot? we're
Like literally, I walk out of the doctor's office to Brooklyn. Dave, we want to give you a 10-day contract. Come on down to Brooklyn. We need you. How tall are you again? Well, my doctor said 5'11", and click. Done. You got a better chance at Diddy coming back to the country.
I mean, Dave, if it makes you feel better, I can't be an astronaut. I am too tall to be an astronaut.
You're already out of this world, JP. You don't need to be an astronaut.
It's yeah, they say if you're taller than 6'2", you can't be an astronaut.
Really? That's a random fact.
Why?
Well, it's not random when you're looking to see if you can be an astronaut and you're taller than 6'2".
That's fair.
So I'm never going to go to space, Dave. I have to live with that.
Not
my
voluntarily.
Did they try it with like 6'3" person and he died or something?
No, they just don't make the suits that big.
I was gonna say maybe just like the space shuttle is that small.
No, they just don't make the suits that big. That's literally the reason.
What if we get you a gear guy? Get you somebody to make it for you. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Thinking the Russians, maybe.
They never had George Mirasan with a dream to be a space cadet. But one day, you never know. When we have WrestleMania on space. Well, that's the thing. How are we going to colonize Mars? We're just going to send midgets up there? No. We got to send some tall sons of bitches.
Well, I'm thinking Elon Musk will have an answer for that when he does his SpaceX thing.
Now accepting tall people.
Yeah,
now accepting adults.
That's why I signed up for the SpaceX thing. Going, I'll go to Mars, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get it because I'm too tall.
So like, JP, we'd love to have you. You're Mr. Hooper, you meet all the requirements except you're damn. Bye.
I'll never be the king of Mars.
It happens. Royal decree. There it is. WrestleMania 40 is this weekend. Are we excited for WrestleMania? I'll say this. I've only followed 2 matches. 3 technically? It's the 2 main events and the Usos fighting against each other. I can't tell you what else is on there of importance. I think they've overhyped the 2 matches. But the Rock Cody promo at the end of Raw, the one side beatdown of Cody, I should say, was something straight out of a Quentin Tarantino film. Like, I know they didn't plan for it to rain in Chicago, but goddamn did that set such a fucking great background. Cody's shirt sopping wet, The Rock's arms glistening in the Chicago night sky. Oh, made me excited.
What do you think about Cody blading on WWE TV?
He didn't blade, he just got thrown into a bus really hard. And Cody always blades on TV.
Yes, but the thing is, WWE doesn't, or hadn't for a long time, been a big fan of that, and it kind of seems like, is it a special situation or is it something that's just going to become normal?
I think first of all, I'm convinced Cody has heart flare in his body. Just sneezes and blood starts bursting out. But I think
do you not know who his dad is?
Exactly. But the same thing about some of those beautiful,
like Dusty Rhodes' forehead looked like it was just one giant blading scar, just this whole thing.
Yep.
Like, yeah, Flair is known for it as well, but Dusty, that was he was a big fan of it. Where him and Flair were competitive about everything, even bleeding. Oh yeah, well I bled so much that I actually can't stand up. I think I'm drunk right now, and I didn't drink any.
Well, but to go back to the point of what we think about blading, I think similar to what I said about deathmatch, as long as it helps tell the story, I don't mind blood. If everybody's bleeding, then it loses its significance. But if you save it for the right moments, and obviously if there's incidental blood, it happens. But if you want to tell a story with it, make the beatdown look even worse. I mean, yeah, it was quite literally a perfect storm on Monday night in Chicago. The rain, blood, it's fantastic.
Do you think that we're going to see that type of stuff happen, not all the time, but a little more regularly on WWE TV? or is it just kind of a one-off? Because it's The Rock and he can get away with literally everything.
I wouldn't say like regularly, but like Dave said, like, when it counts, when it matters, because I don't want to see like, oh, Ricochet versus Andrade and he's busted open, like purpose of this blood feud, or
Yep.
whatever. Like,
I'm waiting for the day that Logan Paul has to blade or winds up getting busted open, and he is just dripping in blood, and people are just like, more, kill him, put him in jail, like
It would shock me. Like,
the
that's
New
why I
York
asked
Blood
this,
Center
actually, like,
retweets his TikTok, like, oh, bro, it's going viral. Logan's donating to the New York Blood Center. It's amazing.
I mean, I could see that. I could definitely see if that becomes like a regular thing. I could see Logan Paul being like, "Hey, I really I want to have that match like uh Dustin Rhodes and Cody had, where it was just a bloody match." I could see Logan Paul being like that. I'm just saying, I could see him doing that. I don't think that it's planned currently. I'm just saying I could see if that's an option for him. I could see him being like, you know what? There is a history to that.
Yep.
There is a history of guys doing that, and especially in very big matches. So I could see that being a thing.
who is he facing at Mania?
I think it's Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in a triple threat.
Triple threat.
That sounds about right.
I think so. And the 6-man ladder match, and we'll have our predictions for Mania later this week. The 6-man, I think they said they were going to do the final two teams this past Friday at the time this comes out. And I think it was, I forget who it was, but I think they will have all 6 spots claimed. There won't be like a mystery team, like who will be the mystery team, find out at Mania sort of thing. But I think
If
what they should have
I might
done
know who the team
was
is.
you do a last like chance. You do like 5 matches of tag teams, and then you do a 5-team battle royal during the pre-show. So it gives you a reason to watch the pre-show, and then like that gets you into the ladder match later that night.
Or it could be a tag team where one of the members is returning from injury, and they're going to have a very big entrance.
Oh man, it's gonna be
But I
Little
don't know.
Big from Mixed Match Challenge. It's gonna be Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman. Let's go!
I was actually going
Oh,
to say Nicholas and Braun Strowman, former tag team champs.
He's taller than Braun now.
he's in.
You know,
Let's see. I think he was in 4th grade during Mania 34, so that puts him what 10th grade now.
He's
I
pretty
there you
mean,
tall.
go.
16. He could drive a car. We're on the Tom Says Highway to Mania.
I
I
mean,
mean,
16. I was roughly the same size as Randy Orton. So
you'll never be as tall as
not
Tom, though. Never.
emotionally, I can't do that. I've decreed that. That was a royal decree. Actually, that was a royal decree by Tom that I have reinforced and enforced, punishable by stuff that will be decided depending on the severity of the crime.
Oh.
This royal thing's tough. I don't know how you let so much stuff just slide, Dave. I'm kind of realizing that there's a lot of stuff to clean
Pal,
up.
I've been king since January of last year. It ain't on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not on
And you know what
me.
Tom did? Tom spent a whole year cleaning up your mess, and still there was stuff left over. Terrible,
Well,
Dave.
don't worry. This weekend, I take back what is rightfully mine, the crown. I'm going to take it back from you boys. But I
Tom was
do
so
wish you both.
Tom
What's
was so
that?
busy here that he only defended the belt twice, or the crown twice.
Hey, seriously, he's worse than Roman Reigns. Come on. Come on. Come on. What is he? Like he's not Brock Lesnar. He's not on Brock
I
Lesnar
mean,
level.
to
And
be
we can still
fair,
say Brock Lesnar on this show legally.
there was also, I didn't cash in because I was tricked into cashing in on the wrong thing. But
And you got it
Dave,
on this micro brawler
it
when
still
we revealed
backfired.
Sean Spears, pal. How do you like that? Touch that chair, JP. Touch that chair.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's so fantastic. Yeah, you want to do it.
That's fantastic.
So
Oh,
great.
I didn't even notice the thumb. He's giving a thumbs up behind it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no. It didn't surprise me that it was ranked so high in the yearly ranking uh, that came out. Look for that video on the YouTubes. It's on there of the rankings of all the brawlers from last year.
It's there. It's there. We
It's
rank
there.
brawlers every
I don't know
year.
the number. Yeah, it's very good.
Gotta have it here on my phone. I have to. Let's see. Do I? That brawler was number 7 on the rankings. The chase was number 6. I like that.
Very,
There it
very.
is.
Yeah, I mean, it was very good. It was I mean, it's a very good brawler, like we said here.
Yep. It's
What is
very
going to
good brawler.
be? Here's something I have a question about. What is going to be the biggest non-WrestleMania match or thing that you think is going to happen?
Over the weekend?
Yeah.
Blue Cane versus Matt Cardona. In a heartbeat.
I think
also because
Dave,
it's the only match I know of what's happening on
I was going to say, Dave,
WrestleMania.
I'm pretty sure that the only match you might know of is that. And thank you for.
I'm sure there's plenty of other great content. But this is also why I don't like WrestleMania being 2 days, because it lets Saturday be its own thing and you can go enjoy all. There's 2 WWE shows on Saturday. That's supposed to be Indie Saturday. Ugh.
Dave, the indie stuff starts on Tuesday. It starts on
Shit.
Tuesday and goes straight through to the following Monday.
Listen, I have work, okay? Also, I passed up going to WrestleMania to go to opening day, the day before WrestleMania, because I couldn't afford both. Get married later this September. Folks, I'm going to start soon putting my registry in the comments so you can buy me gifts and stuff, or buy my fiance gifts if it entices people more. That's how I really need to sell it. Buy
Okay.
Danielle gifts.
Yeah.
She deserves it. Danielle's a good gal.
Which brawlers does she want?
Which brawlers does she want? Big Virgil gal. Big Virgil gal. I don't know who she'd want most. I'll have to ask her. When we started dating, and one of the first times she came to my room, she saw the brawlers like on the wall. She starts naming. She made TikToks of her naming them randomly, and they were just it was gold. And I was like, we need to recreate this series, but maybe one day. But yeah, do we have anything else to talk about? Really, I don't think so.
Well, there is a question of what upcoming brawler are we going to have? Is there any upcoming brawlers aside from the Monet?
The Mercedes Monet and her mall kiosk airbrushed hair.
I thought it was the big gold NWO hair.
Oh God, we're getting an Owen Hart brawler buddy, which is fantastic. But my thing is this: I just hold this up as a reference, but maybe it's just the photo and the lighting on it. That Owen Hart, the trim and his sunglasses look red; they don't look pink.
Yeah,
and the PWT logo is pink on the graphic, but I'm like, if it's actually pink, I'd consider it, but I don't know.
I'm betting it's just the prototype, or maybe the lighting.
I think it's the lighting more than anything, because you can tell it's very bright.
You look at the brawler, and all the brawlers, they match them pretty close.
Yeah,
so it wouldn't make any sense for it to be that different.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, because this is spot on to that orange first of 7 Macho Men that we got. So yeah, what's that?
Sorry, there's so many people out there that don't have brawlers yet. It's weird that Mercedes has 2. Yeah, she's great and all, but Ruby Soho doesn't have 1. Pac doesn't have 1. Adam Copeland doesn't have 1. You would think Adam Copeland would be oh, he debuted on the pay-per-view next day. is the
True.
pre-order.
Very true.
I think he's going to be the AEW crate. The next one.
I think that would be I think right, because he's in the next crate, right?
No, it's
Yeah.
but they already
Isn't
said
it the
it's
next one?
Prince Nana.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The Prince
yeah.
Nana brawler. Let's go.
Yeah, I forgot about
Hype
that.
for
I thought that was a
that.
pre-order that I missed, and I got really annoyed at myself.
They should come out with the Talking Shop-A-Mania 3-pack brawler buddies and do another Talking Shop-A-Mania. That's my vote.
Well,
My
Garrett,
two
what if you had to pick top three Tuesday?
Oh,
What three would you pick for making into a brawler?
That I want,
Right.
like my top 3
Yes,
wish
that
list.
you want.
make a
All right,
brawler or brawler
and you
bunny?
can pick.
No brawler.
Sure. You can, and yes, you can pick Doink. Yes, you can pick anybody, anyone.
Edge is my favorite wrestler of all time, so I got to go with him.
Which Edge?
Even current, like Adam Copeland, if they can't get away with like
Live
rated
sex Edge.
thing. Live sex.
Sexton Hardcastle.
There you go.
Just bent over.
I mean, but no, I mean, if you're going to pick any of them, you can go with any Edge. Which one would be your personal choice?
Probably like 07 rated R superstar Edge, like with like the camo, because he had like a camo phase where it was like the black and gray and white, but then like the highlights of like red or purple could be the chase or something. I think that would be sick, and him doing like that pose,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
If he has like the trench coat on, like that could be a good solid base to hold it.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Lita is my favorite female wrestler ever. So like, and I've pitched this a couple times in the Pro Wrestling Tees VIP group that you could do Lita and with the chase and just the little like thong that they show is a different color, so it could be like
that's awesome.
the chase is neon green or something. like I love those. And then maybe either like Ruby Soho or Chris Statlander. I really like them. Or actually a new Roddy Piper too. I know that's
a horrible Roddy Piper.
A new Roddy Piper. Out of those 4 from the first, like that wave 1 that that had like 22 brawlers or whatever.
Yep.
And for like the 4 that got like cease and desist, right?
Yep.
And it was Piper, Chris Hero,
no, X-Pac, X-Pac, British Bulldog, Piper, and Billy Gunn.
Those got cease and desisted.
I did the Steamboat. And then we've got a new Ricky Steamboat. We got a new British Bulldog. We've got a new Chris Hero. Actually, it was just variant one, but we still haven't gotten a new Piper, which is crazy.
You got a new X-Pac. You got a new Bulldog.
And Billy Gunn. And new Billy Gunn.
So
Billy Gunn also got the cease and desist as well.
Yep. I saw somebody selling their Billy Gunn in the Brawler group. Oh,
yeah.
He's like $500. I was like, fair price. Not gonna get it, but fair price.
I remember getting that for $25 from his.
Me too. But I missed
wife.
Damn, I missed that boat. Damn.
And that's when $12, like full price, and I was like $25, but it's autographed and it's kind of rare, so I guess I'll do it.
Ironically, the same
onto that. The person who put me onto that would have been the founding father back before. When it was shortly after he outbid me on eBay for an Xbox.
Ooh.
And I held it over his head for years until I finally got one. But yeah, he's the one who turned me onto that.
Nice.
Ironically,
go ahead.
The same day that person put up their Billy Gunn brawler for sale, I found on my Time Hop memories, the photo came up of like 2 years since Don ran his first raffle for Billy Gunn. I was like, oh, it's when the raffle started too. And I've just been losing money ever since. JP, how about you? What's your 3? If you could have anybody.
Well, that's I would want a Hulk Hogan, just because I know he's all his crazy stuff, but I would like a Hulk Hogan. Uh I would prefer an NWO one with the red and yellow being the chase, and literally all you have to do is change the colors. Like have Hollywood Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
and then just change the color of to red and yellow's gear, and I'd be fine with that for one. Um, let's see. I would love a Psycho Clown. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Ooh.
Psycho Clown Dave is very big in Mexico. Loved by kids, terrifying to look at.
I know of Psycho Clown. I
Well, I'm
listen
just
to
saying,
Excalibur in the
just in
background.
case. I think he'd be great. And let's see here. I'd probably go with let's see, do we need another Matt Cardona? No, but we're gonna get another 20 anyways.
You need a Zack Ryder.
Yeah, there is a Zack Ryder. There is a Zack Ryder. That came out in the
No. A
last
good
Mania
Zack.
crate.
I want Broski Zack Ryder.
No, fair enough. I'd probably go with you know what? The Devil's Big Red Dick, Marcus Crane,
Solid pick.
deathmatch legend. And he's super toyetic. Have him come out with his come with a riot shield and the sweet tooth mask. That's some deathmatch stuff, Dave. I would love that. I think that'd be great. They already did Nick Gage. I think that's a great start there. Um, and I also like to pick some guys that are not always, I mean, sure, Hulk Hogan's an easy one, but I like to pick some guys who are they usually do a big deal in their scene, but don't necessarily get the pull from the regular crowd, the regular wrestling fan crowd. You got to get your NRDs in there. Those nerds got to usually are the ones who know about these things.
Very true. Very true. So
Oh, and
yeah,
Doink for Tom. I forgot Doink for Tom. There's got
Doink
to
for
be a
Tom.
Doink
I was going to
brawler.
mention Doink for Tom. So then my three, as we save the best for last, I'm going to go with my close personal friend John Cena. To everybody else, I call him John. We're on a first name basis. And you release him
version?
as the Ric Flair, same way. You just do a different T-shirt every day. And then
Would you do you see the Funko Pop that they released at WrestleMania a few years ago, where it was the clear
it's
one,
clear.
the you can't see me version.
It'd be pretty. It's just white. That's all it is. It's basically what the pro. Oh my God! You do a prototype of the prototype. His prototype
That
character back in OVW. There you go. Who wants the proto? That's a prototype I bid on. Then I would like Yokozuna because it would require me to make that big boy purchase and get the Yokozuna Hasbro that I so desperately want, but I can't afford. And then my third best for last. I am once again looking right down the center of the camera, looking at you, Mr. Ryan Barkin, and I am pleading, begging, demanding, and asking on behalf of all Pro Wrestling TV IP members to please make a Big C Chris Castro micro brawler. It's what the people
absolutely
want. Give the people what they want. Friend of the broadcast, Big C Chris Castro.
love Chris. He is
We
awesome.
do. We do. So let us know in the comment section below who you want to see made into micro brawlers. Let us know how excited you are for WrestleMania. Which of the three of us you think will walk away as king after WrestleMania is all said and done. Any predictions for WrestleMania? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure you check us out on all the platforms of social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WNRDB, the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, Patreon.com, like these two gentlemen are a part of, Patreon.com/WNRDB, and ProWrestlingTees.com/the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. And that's nerd spelled NRD. And if you're cheap and only want to do it for free, hit the subscribe button. It really helps. For the love of God. My mother's done it. My cousins have done it. People I don't even know in other states have done it. You should too. So click the subscribe button. It's good for you. Check out Garrett's Angels as they try to win 81 games to remain above 500. It could happen. Let's settle for 63 so they don't lose 100 games. That's the goal. Boom. I bet you Shohei Ohtani bet the under on how long this episode would go, and he lost. So there's that. The Astros suck. How about that? Put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame if you haven't watched last week's episode. And on behalf of myself, JP, Garrett, guys, good luck at WrestleMania. I really wish the best for you. Good night, everyone, and God bless America.